Good morning, Michael. Hello, hello. We are trying to see whether or not we crash, I guess. Sometimes it goes hours and it's totally fine, and sometimes it just crashes like instantly. It's weird. But I think it's my power supply, but I don't know for sure. I'm literally only going based off of, oh, Sunny, thank you for the raid. Hello, hello. I literally just booted up. I appreciate you. Good morning, Strawberry. Hello, hello. Silent Angel, it's good to see you guys. Hello, Yoshi. Truthiness, oh, okay, okay, fancy, fancy. I haven't played a game yet, so I don't know how fancy this is gonna be or not. We'll see how games are. I hope your games were good. My, well, I was gonna say my DBD, but just games in general have been crashing to desktop for me lately, so I wanna, you know, keep that in mind, and if I crash, hopefully it's not too terrible. But it hasn't been like I haven't blue screened or anything. Like my PC stays on, everything's fine. It's just crashes to desktop, and it's multiple games. But every time it happens, a lot of things go red in power management or whatever on my processor's shit. So I'm literally just assuming at this point because I have no idea. Because my GPU and my CPU stay fine. They were okay. Good. I like to hear it. I like to hear it. Death Metal. Good morning. Frames have been inconsistent. It feels bad. But yeah, my CPU stays fine. My GPU doesn't go above like 50%. Um, and I'm just assuming because my power supply is old that maybe that's it. Because I get like these lag spikes in Photoshop too, even. And I have this vague memory of Karen having the same issue in Photoshop. And when she replaced her power supply, she noticed a big difference and stuff like that. And mine's just really old. And I used to be like, what what good could a power supply do, you know? And I'm like reusing the same one across like 3 different builds. So I've had this one since like 2014. What power mode? I have recently switched to performance. Inexpensive. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. It's maybe like 80 bucks or something. So if I have to replace my power supply rather than replacing a graphics card, that's like 100 times better. Get one while they're cheap. Yeah. Yeah, I'll probably order one here in the next few days, honestly. They're kind of always cheap. I don't know if I've ever seen them get expensive. Graphics cards with like crypto and COVID kind of got the double whammy. Well, the triple whammy, really, right? Because like when the 2000 series, 2070s and 2080 Ti's and blah 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 that people were like blasting 2 grand on, when those came out, people paid so much for them, and then the 3000 series came out like right after, and it was like twice as powerful for half the price for the 3000 series, so the low price made everyone buy them up. And scalpers bought them up, bots bought them up, and then COVID hit and crypto bought them up even more. So it's not like there's not like a good previous gen card to fall back on, you know. I've got a 1660 now, so if I, you know, I can't really buy one and get the same model, you know. You might have to get a new one soon. Minimum for years is 500. I mean, that's not too terrible. I feel like 500 watt ones are like 50 bucks. Mine's 750 right now, and I don't know if it's like an actual wattage problem. I don't know. I don't know what it is, honestly. I'm literally just guessing and hoping, so we'll see. But yeah, I mean, the difference between like a 500 watt and a 750 watt is like 30 bucks. So it's no big deal. I think the main difference is like modular, semi-modular, and unmodular, which I've never messed with modular before, but I imagine it can't be too bad. I just gotta make sure I have enough slots on it, because I was looking at some of the really cheap ones and they only have enough slots of power for like 2 drives or something, and I've got more. So there's, you know, not a whole lot that you have to look out for. Said it's the older one. Blah blah blah. Said it's the older one, so it's probably failing. I know. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. Like, I don't think it's how much power it's putting out. I think it's just inconsistent, and maybe it's crashing when it's trying to draw too much. I took it apart last night and cleaned it up and stuff, and it's like, it wasn't super filthy. It was a little dusty, but there weren't no bunnies flying around in there, you know. No big old dust balls crammed up against something fancy and heating it up or whatever. So it's not that it's dirty. It's just old. I was looking at how old it was, and I was trying to find on my Amazon and Newegg and looking at where I had bought them. I bought a 500 watt one like in 2016, and I was like, that doesn't sound right, because I know I put a 500 watt in the PC downstairs. And the 750 one that I bought was from 2014 off Amazon. It's like, holy shit. It's been like 8 fucking years. That means it's been with me through like 3 different builds. I just kept reusing the same power supply. But yeah, I never considered that it would have that much of an impact, you know. I always felt like the power supply was the one that you could skimp on anyways. Because in my head, I'm just thinking, you know, like, power supply, either it works or it doesn't, you know. I never thought about there being that in between where it intermittently sometimes fucks up and is annoying. Your Xbox was dying, so you had to get a new power supply for that? Fancy. How old is your Xbox? How long did that power supply last you? Or I guess more so, which generation do you have, right? Because it was probably all made around the same time, so it's not so much about when you got it. or how long you've had it, but how old it is. Well, I guess it's more so about usage, huh? And not when it was made. 9 years? Sheesh, okay. It's had a good life then. That's cool too because I don't think I've ever opened up a console myself to fix. In my eyes, if a console is messing up, it's just dead. When your Xbox fully dies, it's assigned to be a PC gamer. That's what I'm saying. I don't know how much I would invest in repairing a console if it was like really old. But, you know, it depends like how long have I been playing it? Do I have like a shit ton of games on it that I don't feel like messing with? Can I swap hard drives? Like, you know, I'm just not in that position to make a decision like that. Off the top of my head, I'd probably be like, fuck it, but, you know, if I was in your shoes, I'd probably be like, I could save it. And nothing has cross progression? Yeah, exactly. You don't mind being a console gamer? Yeah, it's really not that bad. That was a weird demo, agreed. We still have another 3 days or so before the new tome comes out. But that'll be more points to save. From what I hear, the new chapter shit's coming out on the 8th, so we won't quite get a reset before then, but pretty close. Did I even say good morning to you, Strawberry? Wow. Is it really that forgettable? Tragic. You were eating Jen? Wow. For free? You think you just ain't paying for that? I can't tell if these are gamers or not. They might be gamers. We might get carried. Randoms that game are rare, yeah. That's okay, I'm feeling lucky. I got another hatch guess last night. Was it last night? It might have been the night before. Felt pretty good. But, I wasn't streaming or anything, so I'm just like sitting in my room and I didn't call it out loud, but like I broke Chase to go to the spawn and kicked it closed. So of course I had to do a little clip, but like I didn't say what I was doing, so it just looks like I got really lucky, which I did get lucky, but I knew I was lucky. You know what I mean? You gotta. I knew, okay? I knew. I have faith in you, Sonny. Give me that good old face camp. Put me in my place. No one burned an offering. I feel like anytime everyone burns an offering, we just get Shelter Woods. But no, it's just the luck of the draw. Good morning, Lib. Hello, hello. It's good to see you. We are okay. Nothing fancy, we're relaxing. Trying to see whether or not our game crashes. No clue where they're at. Oh, okay. Why is he still here? Is that Tinker on top of his lullaby? Sorry, not Hex lullaby, but Little Freddy lullaby. Good morning, Para. Hello, hello. He never falls for it. Doesn't even try to cut off on a tree, he just holds W. It's crazy. Who does that? Resetting the only pallet on the map, true. Hey, Yoshi, thank you for the bids. Holy shit. Because Gary is Pog? I like that, I like that. Okay, okay. I appreciate that. Thank you for thinking of me. Good luck, you're the grass. Okay, okay. I've had a lot of people tell me to go touch grass today, so you're in luck. Worth the 1K, fancy. Okay, okay. I'll buy me a nice little dinner with it. Thank you, thank you. We're eating, boys. I have no clue what this Freddy's doing. He's like hit a bunch of people, but has hooked no one. Huge hits, just monstrous. We're sandbagging, we're sandbagging. Pew! Oh, that's tough. His fire up going crazy right now. Needed the shaken ice cream? Good. It sounds delicious. I wonder if anyone started a door. Ooh, little drop. Not started. Not even started at all. Not a little bit. I'm glad you like him, thank you. I found him on Google, stole him proper, you know. Cropped the backgrounds out of him real nice. Let's just get out of here. Sonny, thank you for the gifted. I appreciate that. To Strawberry. Enter Yoshi, fancy. Okay, okay. Oh, I just realized my little mini feed isn't working. Is that... I think I did turn that off. 1 second. I turned that off to record a little bit. Taking more time to yourself. We love to hear that, Strawberry. You should. The One Ring arrived. New edition. Is there anything changed or is it just a print? Or am I wrong in thinking that that's a novel book series? Is that the books or is that something else? Did some self-care in the form of smoking a joint you forgot you had? Wow, Para, okay, okay. I do hear that it's a memory loss drug, alright? So forgetting that you had it to begin with is... It's probably pretty common, right? I think that's how that works. Oh, it's a tabletop game. I see, I see. I was thinking it was a book. Sure, okay, okay. So do you have the original and now the updated version as well? Do you have both? Or did you wait for the updated one? You have work tonight? That's awful. I'm sorry. No. Have it in PDF? Okay, okay. Does the PDF count? I feel like PDFs are such rip-offs. Not really rip-offs, but it just doesn't do it for me, you know? I need to have physical if I'm gonna have it. Sonny, thank you for the sub. Okay, okay, I see, I see. 4 months, a little baller. Like, sometimes Humble Bundle does, like, these, buy the comics type things, and it's just, like, it's PDFs of the comics, and, like, those are cool, you know, and, like, I enjoy the artwork and stuff of them, but, like, it just doesn't beat, like, a physical comic book to me, you know? I appreciate that, Sonny, thank you. You deserve it, as if. Sure. Pull it off the shelf and flip through, I know. Share. You know how cool you gotta be to just have like a single syllable word for a name? That's, you know, you've made it then. It's like 8 letters. Ooh, that's tough. That's tough. I've got that 7 letter name, you know? I try and shorten it to the 4, but everyone knows I'm a phony. No shot. When's the last time you seen a twins? When's the last time you hit a skill check? She's crazy. I thought I could get that. We're trash. Oh no! My pallet. Shortened her name to Lexi instead of Alexa is fancy. I feel like people just know that those are short names, though, you know? It used to go by Mike. Fancy. Oh, she did. Am I soloing? I am for now, yeah. I don't know if my game is gonna last. Where, oh, a little frame drop there. No heals? That's tough. Let the people decide what they want to call you? Okay, okay. Give the people what they want. If I unhook, I lose my DS. She knows. She knows. She's absolutely insane. Oh, now, oh, a total baller. Actual god. Identity is ruined? Oh? Strawberry name reveal? I guess we just do a little gen. Unless, is she like on us slowly? No, she's just patrolling. You don't like how strawberries taste? Dang. That's toxic. Said your name before. Michael's don't remember. Michael has the memory of a book. Come on. What do you think she's doing over there? Crouched, like, crouched walking around, just sitting there doing nothing. Crazy. You think she was, like, watching her body stand there? Maybe she, like, hasn't seen twins before, she doesn't know how they work. Call you Barry? Dang. For Barry, because it's just what you're used to. I like Barry, honestly. I think that's cute. How'd she not find the person that had Victor on him? That's tough. This is tough. Everything about this I don't like. That's worse. Ah, this is terrible. I'm dead. way we get saved here. These people are very scared. Barry and Malk. Hey Okla, good morning. Fang, pick me up. Come on. Come on, Fang, pick me up. Or the door, that's good too. Ooh, ooh. Oh, awkward. No. Get out, Fang. Tim, good morning, buddy. Thank you for the raid, man. How are your games treating you today? What are we even playing, huh? What was our night like? Swiffin? Okay, okay. Pretty fancy. I like that. How are my games? Not bad. A little weird, honestly. I feel like we're in the trenches again. Some peoples don't be knowing what they're doing, you know, but that's okay. They're not great, but they haven't been bad, so like I cannot complain at all, you know. I appreciate you for thinking of me though. It's good to see you. How long did you guys end up playing? Did you get like a good session in? Like did you quit or is it just like bedtime? You know what I mean? Like are you just done with it? Or are you done with it? Glad you could catch you. Yeah. Yeah. I've been having some PC trouble trying to see if things are okay. Messing around. Gotta do a little digging. Armadillos keep digging. Couple hours, not your normal stream time. Okay, okay, I like that, I like that. All the BP, yeah. Weird, gross. Honestly, just disgusting with this game. I was there for a while, I'd like spend 100k, 200k, and get it back and like try and stay near a million and get every little add-on that I can, blah blah blah, you know, but like at this point just fuck all that, you know? We've got literally everyone maxed right now. So we're just chilling. I don't mind if I lose out on, you know, like 20 brown add-ons on some killer that I play. Gonna go check out a friend's bar. It's not your thing, but you want to be supportive. That's awesome. That sounds good. I can't remember the last time I went to a bar to just like catch a show or something. I like that. Did you spell it right? You did, except I think you accidentally added an exclamation point. It's spelled with a period because there is no enthusiasm. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It has to be hello, Michael. I'm just messing around. Michael comes off as unenthusiastic to anyone who doesn't talk to him for more than like 5 minutes. Thanks for noticing. That's okay. It's literally only people who don't know him who would think that. But I feel like a lot of people think that because not many people try to get to know him. Like Eeyore. Oh, dude. An Eeyore emote would be awesome, actually. Ooh, Bloody Party streamers. About to get all the BP this game. Is that lethal? Or did she just see her, we think? Ooh, I don't think I get this. She's so close to the wall. Scorch hook. What a hit. She's a little fancy. That's okay. What was that hit? She was slanging it. That was legit. It was just, you know, just the tip kind of things. I didn't expect her to swing through the pallet that hard. She knows what she's doing. She's playing perfectly well, honestly. No gripes on my end just yet. My camera feels so close to the generator. There's no way we get there in time. Oh, she's on the same side of the pallet as her too. Can we lift it? Any lifters? Nah, she kicks. No, she doesn't. Let's go. I fix. There's no way she doesn't come back. Not a tunneler, very respectable, honestly. I was thinking that was open there and that I could get to the side of the opening. We messed that up. Wow. Just thinking the same thing. Yeah, I wasn't paying attention to where I was going. I was thinking I was at a different door. Because it's not like those stairs are sometimes not there. That's always like that, you know? I thought I was somewhere else. Help. 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 Help me. Help me, Kate. Come on, Kate, help. Ooh. Oh. We got super stuck. What's that wall doing there? We die for that. Oh shit. Oh no. Why is James crying? 'Cause he just got dunked on. I ain't even lying, 'cause he just got junked on. Karen, good morning. Hello, hello. 54 months, a little fancy, just a little bit. Top hat, monocle, I like it, I like it. Good morning, Karen. Hope you had a good day today. Still more to go, but lazy. Yeah, hell yeah. Honestly, same. I did pizza tonight. It's a lot of months. It is. Karen's OG. She knows our DS is gone. Hey, we're fine. How are games? Not bad, honestly. Nothing worth writing home about, you know, but they've been okay. I can't complain. Whoa, I thought she'd try and cut me off. We played that too risque. No, come on. GG. Looked weird, that's just Huntress. It'd be like that. You know how it is. Your hitbox isn't like on your body, it's like it extends straight up in the air, you know? Like here, let's see if we can find anyone actually running. Does anyone run in this game? Oh, the No Way Out? But you know how it is. When they're running, they're like super hunched forward, but their pill capsule hitbox goes straight up in the air, so it's like technically behind them. It's just silliness. And then the hatchet's like a sphere, so the invisible part of the sphere on the hatchet can hit the invisible part of the pill capsule on you, and even with zero ping, it still looks weird. It's because they don't make anything precise. But to be fair, they did try to make hatchets really precise. I don't know if you remember, but it was like they changed the hitbox of hatchets from like a circle sphere to like a brick, so that they were like really thin. You do remember? Yeah. So it was like, and it was shit. People hated it. It was awful. People like up in arms, like they killed my girl. You know what I mean? Like, and that would have been the stepping stone to more accurate hitboxes, but people just fucking lost their shit on it because it made the game harder. Because they just don't understand how much they crutch on mechanics like that. Not that that Huntress specifically was, but just the player base in general, you know? Like, if you remember, people were like, oh, I want dedicated servers, I want dedicated servers, I want dedicated servers, but like, those 400 or 500 ping games were like minor outliers, you know? Like, the way they implemented dedicated servers, it just added 100 ping to everyone. So it's, you know, they wanted it, they got what they asked for, but they didn't know what they were asking for, you know? It'd be like that though sometimes, but that's okay. You can't. More than anything, no one can say behavior doesn't listen to the community because they absolutely do, and they kind of make a lot of mistakes doing so because the community just doesn't know what they want. But it's whatever. It'd be like that. Right after the Wraith lunge nerf, yeah. Another prime example is like what they did to Freddy like a week after release. They like changed the shit out of him because people were complaining. Like you can't base it off of what someone's opinion on a killer after the first 2 days. Had a Wraith running a Swift Hunt. You felt like it was fun. Okay, okay, fancy, fancy. It really does just come down to how the Wraith plays now. There are fantastic Wraiths still. That just goes with any killer. There are fantastic versions of every killer, even if it's an unfun killer that you don't like. There can still be a good person who plays it in an okay way. You know what I mean? But it's just a majority of Wraiths play a certain way, but it's not their fault. That's how the kit was built out. It's like twins, not their fault. That's how the twins kit is built out. Shit like that. They overtuned TB. Oh, from before. I thought you were talking about this current PTB. I didn't. Yeah, I get what you mean. Yeah, for sure. People are really excited about the new killer, but you're skeptical. Dang. Yeah, I think people are excited because she doesn't have like chase mechanic. Like she can kind of cloak in and out of chase, but like I don't know, that can be a little funky. But so many people are just like basing things off of whether or not it's anti-loop. But like the game, I don't know. The game has evolved to be very loop heavy, but it also hasn't, if that makes sense. Like if you've seen people like chain tiles together instead of staying at one tile, it's like it can be devastating if like you have to leave that if they know what they're doing and they're not dropping pallets and they're just going to another tile instead, like holding W slash looping at the same time. Like that's like the safest and almost boring way to play, right? And but I guess the fun way is like to just hug a pallet and greet it as much as possible. So if like a killer counters that, people hate it for sure. Try to play against Kai more often. Yeah, I think I don't think anyone can judge balance based off of pub PTB games because you're gonna have such a mix of stuff going on. For sure, for sure. I think PTBs are definitely less about the balance of something and more about the mechanics behind it, I guess. Always been true, yeah. It's just the way things evolve, honestly. Playing as Kai and Zubat made you do the little Tafuke, little Monka S. Yeah, that's fair. But to be fair, them on any killer would have done that, you know? Because essentially she is kind of just like an M1 killer, but good map control. Any good killer would do some good stomping with that. That's fair, that's fair. Ooh, is this corrupt? Caught up, dude. Ooh, is that a Moyers? A Moisty Moyers? Looking juicy. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh no! Well, 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 if it isn't the consequences of my own actions. She needs to make more noises. I feel like the noise... Okay, well, actually, when I was testing the noise, I was just kind of standing still, but not, like, in chase and stuff. I mean, there is definitely a noise. Maybe it's not as noticeable when you got shit going on. Or, actually, maybe the noise doesn't play if you're, like, phasing in and out consistently, you know? Maybe it's more of a, once you're in one mode, going to another type thing. Who knows? I haven't messed with it enough. I was on the PTB for a day. Oh lord, he's stalking. On a gen and he's just on top of you. Yeah. I mean, especially if they're demanifested and they're running out to you and you don't see which direction they're coming from. It is a stealth killer in that aspect. Because by the time they start demanifesting, they're already on you, you know? Yeah, for sure, for sure. Why me? He doesn't respect either. We're kind of playing with fire here by this fake. Woohoo, buddy. No. No speed. Yeah, the no speed penalty I think is probably the biggest thing. I feel like they'll put a little something in there. I kind of hope they don't, but I feel like they will. Maybe just a little bit. But then again, maybe not, right? Because they've been taking away movement speed penalties from a lot of killers. Took away clowns, they took away Freddies, like when they're throwing bottles or placing pools. Like, they've been getting rid of the speed penalty for a lot of stuff, so maybe we're just used to them adding it with a movement speed penalty. Maybe we need to get out of that mindset, because they've been ditching it on a lot of other killers. Haven't been making changes from PTB, very fair. Ooh, he kicked that, he kicked that. Do we get rid of our DS? Yeah. Still can't believe Billy overheat. He was, and still is, one of the best killers in the game, you know? They had to please the masses. What? How did he know? Yeah. Fuck, I thought I'd finish it. I should have dead-hearted. Give it to me. Hell yeah. Oh, Bow. GG. Literal edge of the map. That's the outer wall behind her. That's okay though, she's at an exit gate. That's tolerable, that's fair. Everyone's there, he's not on anybody. They're probably alright. His pick rate's low, it's not twins level. Considering he's... Oh, that's a very good point actually. Because he's free. You would think that because he's free, he can like... He would have a higher pick rate. But his learning curve is tough. Like, if you're basing it off of like new people who don't have other killers to choose from, those newer people are going to have a harder time learning him, you know? So it makes sense, kinda. They'll play him a few times, he's too hard, they play someone easier, and then they never go back to mess with him. Then once they do start playing more, they get more killers, and they've got 30 to choose from instead of, you know, the first 4 or 5. Overheat punishes newer players? It does. I feel like, yeah, I guess Overheat would punish new players a lot if they hold their Saw, and then a lot of newer players have trouble on controller as well sometimes with like back revving and stuff. So just in general, both sides of the spectrum of Billy are tough for new players. If you let the Saw go too soon, you're whiffing probably, and if you let it go too late, you're overheating. I'm glad they did something with Billy, but I do think that they didn't really think that one through. The idea of it is interesting, but in play, it's just meh. I do overheat sometimes. Mainly, I'll just loop around the map and stuff. So that's just on me in general. You think it's hard to overheat while back revving, but you're okay at back revving. You know, you're not learning the killer from scratch. Can't start your saw in rapid. Yeah, true. If you're just tapping it, it's over. Overheat like instantly almost. But I like that aspect because of some of the add-ons that require you to overheat. I like that you can choose to overheat quickly, you know? So that's pretty cool. I will say though, the since they did that pass on Leatherface to fix his he like had these random tantrums on his saw sometimes. I'm not sure what would cause it, but like his charge bar or whatever would fill up with white instead of with red when you were ready to use your power. So if it was white, as soon as you would start your saw, you would instantly tantrum because it was considering the white as your overheat. Well, whatever you want to call it for him, his tantrum shit. And ever since they fixed it, he like his charge bar, he gets his charges back quicker. I think he like starts getting his charges back while tantruming, so it like doesn't wait for the white bar to go away to start filling the red bar. It just instantly starts filling the red, so you can start sawing sooner with Leatherface. Now it's interesting. Were Q's better? I don't know, honestly. I don't be paying no attention. Ugly coming in here with the hello men just makes me think of that guy walking into the school with a skateboard on his back, you know, like, how do you do, fellow kids? You brought me a flashlight? That's okay. More than anything, I've learned that I don't need items. We're burning them. Like the midnight oil. just stays burning. We burn them. I'd have to play like a few thousand games before I burned all my flashlights on all my characters. And in those games, I'd probably earn back another 600. Ooh, a Bubba face. Couldn't you get on there before? Is that gone? I feel like you could get on the little wooden flat part. I guess it's pretty cool. Did he... He didn't just go down into basement, did he? Just fused the new Lego guy. Got hearts on him? Okay, okay. No, basement's not even here. Did you pull his little duo? His whatever her name is? Did you go for her? Be screaming if you did, she's crazy. Dang. Game changing for anyone's account. Really? Okay, okay. I didn't think it was like all that. Come on, Dwight. Did he drop his item? He did. Fuck. So we know there's flankies. Mix of Kymar and Warlord. I forget what Kymar does. But I know Warlord is very sought after for sure. I don't remember what they do though, honestly. Resets the cooldown of ally skills. Oh, right. Okay. Oh, I know which one you're talking about now. Yeah, he's big on a lot of builds, huh? Actually, I think we want to lift up Shack, huh? She doesn't completely do either. Yeah, she's like a mix, I see. It's still pretty solid. Oh shit. What are you doing? Literally crows. If he faces a wall, he's fine. You didn't pick up the flashlight. That's okay. You couldn't find it? No. Not squiggly. I don't know if I even noticed the knockout. Hey, Switch, good morning. Hello, hello. We're doing alright. Nothing too fancy going on. Hope your night's treating you well. You're well. Good, good. It's Saturday. We've been relaxing today. I had my weekly my tri-weekly pizza, you know. So we're enjoying ourselves, relaxing. A little food coma here and there, never hurt anyone. $52 yellow flashlights on tap. Why did tap get so lucky? Haven't had pizza in a few days? Dang. The sheer self-control.
What now?
What is this place? Is that it? I think that's it. Everyone's got one. Honestly, we could probably even burn them off of Claudette, really. Be right back, I got you, I got you. Uh-oh. Literally my worst teammate out here? Okay, okay. I feel like Jonathan just needs a hug, you know? You gotta stick by our John. Lurk while you do laundry. Enjoy your evening, Switch. Thanks for hanging out. No crashes tonight. I'm a little surprised. It's nice, but then again, it also sucks because like I wish shit was more consistent so I could just know, you know? Ooh, Billy. He got very unlucky on this map. It's super unfortunate. Let me reset the unsafest pallet in the whole game. Ooh, dang. Tasker Ninja Tech every time for this map? Hell yeah. Okay, okay. As he should. I guess I just find a generator, huh? Easiest +1 repairs of my life. Can no one do a generator like me? Oh, you dead. You dead. You got dropped for some reason? There's Ruin? Must be chasing someone off of you, huh? I feel like he's just right above us here. A little bit of boon action. Good morning, Steve. Thank you for the sub, buddy. I appreciate that. No way. She's totally just dropping her toolbox, right? Come on. Come on. I thought there was a pallet over here that needed reset. Oh, it's probably this one? No. I don't know. How are games? Not bad, not bad. No complaints. sorry. No. How did he know? An actual legend. Ooh. Dude, getting a little frame drop every now and then. A little scary. Save the best for last on him. I don't think she knew about the save. Everyone with this Billy cosmetic plays like this? True. Honestly, true. This is the worst part. When, like, it's for nothing, because everyone's just standing there. Huge. Big save. Oh, no BT. Silly me. I should have just respected myself more with some DS. Dunked on. I think that bug is back where you don't see what they're doing with their camera when they're on the hook. Which is kind of crazy to think that the same bug has come back like 4 or 5 times, but it'd be like that. It's because of how they do like their game files or whatever. They have like multiple teams of devs working on different builds of the game at once, and they don't like synchronize their master file or whatever very often. Silly. You have to go. Okay, okay. Enjoy your night, I'll go. Have a good rest of your evening. Take care of yourself. Thanks for the games. I don't blame him though. He got his first hook when there was like 2 gens left. He was struggling that map. Not a whole lot he could do. So many cuties. There are now. Good morning, Queen. Hello, hello. I hope you're feeling well tonight. Should have taught him about the task manager tag. None of us knew we were going. Feels bad. If only you could tell the map based on what the lobby looked like when you loaded in. Imagine. Give me a new different lobby for every realm. Oh, in post-game chat. Should have showed him the blast mine tech. What are we even running? I don't even know what we have on half the people anymore. I just choose people and play them. We had Soul Guard. That doesn't really help us off the hook, unfortunately. Back to DS gamers. There's no way pubs pick us up with Soul Guard. Blast Mine best perk? Honestly, Blast Mine was a little bit of a letdown. I think it needs some loving. Blast Mine was almost the pop counter perk that we needed. But it is funny. This is true. Very true. Very true. Hey, Kai. Good morning. Hello, hello. Thank you for the raid. I hope your games were good. Your message fell apart. No, the drama. Good morning, gamers. Hello, hello. I hope you guys were treated with respect over in Kai's stream. I appreciate you guys for thinking of me. I hope your games were solid, Kai. How we feeling? Did we end off on a good note at least? My games have been okay. They've been pretty decent. We did get face camped to death by a Billy on RPD last game, but like he was having a really tough game, so I didn't, no hard feelings. But that was our only quote unquote bad game tonight, so I can't really complain. AFK killer for the last game? Disgusting. A Jonathan? I'll play whatever you want. Pick a name. Kayadare. Kayadare? Pick any survivor. I'll play it. Just say the word. Nancy? Alright. Fair. Actually, we don't need We're Gonna Live Forever if we're not getting blood points. Skater boy, good morning. Hello, hello. Hope you're feeling well. We love Nancy. I love everyone equally. Not really. Of course, there are filthy Loris out there who don't deserve respect, but everyone else is okay. Love Bob Jin? I absolutely do. I don't know if I'm rocking the Bob, but she's pretty solid. One of the better ones. hate that I have outfits for. Once I heard that they were going away, I bought all the outfits for all of the Stranger Things characters. As really dumb as that sounds, I did it. It'd be like that. I honestly what it was is like maybe a week or two before they left the store, I booted my game and loaded up the store and they weren't there and I panicked because I thought I had more time. And then when I rebooted my game, they were back again. But in that time that they weren't there, I realized how much I would have felt like I would have been missing out if I didn't get them right then, you know? So I had to. I was really on the fence and skeptical about it right up until I thought that they actually took them away and I didn't get them. You know, it's kind of like a coin flip, you know? A lot of people will flip a coin because they can't make up their mind, but half the time you realize what side you want it to land on while the coin's in the air. It felt like that. Totem Rusher Nancy these days. Okay, okay. I really thought that when Boons came out, that like inner healing, inner strength Nancy's would have been a thing of the past. So you still see them pretty often. Karen, thank you for shouting out Kite. I appreciate you. Very fancy, doing mod work. Okay, okay. Skater Boy, thank you for the sub, buddy. It's good to see you, man. Are you at work right now? Are you are you a mobile enjoyer right now? I feel like you work late, right? Or am I wrong on that? I always assumed that like you slept all morning and then went to work in the afternoons and like worked late at night. You're off today? Fancy. Okay, okay. Ooh, we got us a little pinheado. She looks like she's going straight for it. Is he a lethal gamer? Is he also going straight for it? He is, kind of. Oh, his totem's here. Oh my god, my frames. Alright, we do a little bit of dropping. That was a little tough. We can maybe make this work.
You summoned me.
I came. Got a little bit of frame drops there, just a little. But we're not crashing. That's something, I guess, maybe. Maybe we can help Nia. Oh, Ruin, and there was that totem. We might as well do that. $11 to 7 a.m. Sheesh. Oh, and then 3 to 11. Oh, okay. Wow, shit, that's a fucking diverse ass schedule. I would hate that, honestly. Changing my schedule up like multiple times a week, that makes a sleep schedule tough to maintain for sure. Bone. So everyone's here. I'm not understanding what's going on. He just left everyone. You want to die half the time, but you need the money. I feel. It's okay. Do what you need to do. Get that bag. You summoned me.
You summoned me.
Ding! I came.
I came.
Oh shit, we getting stuck. It's lucky he lost us, like, right there, too. Uh-oh.
You summoned me.
Ding. I came. I have no idea where he went. Same build, except you use Adrenaline instead of Unbreakable. That's fair, that's fair. We've got everyone maxed out, so I just kind of have a build on people and I just choose people randomly. So I don't have like a set build that I always use. But definitely perks that I favor. Ooh, he just hit Kate. Run, Kate. Run, girl, run. I can't tell if he's following her or if he's just roaming. I don't see him chasing any blood. Oh, she's definitely here though.
You summoned me.
I wish I could see the direction he was facing when he teleported. Ooh, big chain. Shut up, Nancy, you're fucking loud. What a chain. Actual legend. This is tough. No. Don't do it. It was a joke. It's a prank. Yes. tea.
No. Don't do that.
Don't do that. No more tears. No. No. Envy, good morning, buddy. Ding. You turned DVD on again? Oh. I'm sorry for your loss. It plays a little differently. There's been some stuff implemented. Are we? Oh shit. Ugh, we're trash cans. Yeah, the game plays a little differently, but also plays exactly the same. You're not gonna have too hard of a time picking the ropes back up. Oh. I feel like that totem might have lit up next to Dwight, maybe? Hell yeah. About to get chain hunted, like, right now. Hit us with a little ding. We can't do this. Dude, fuck these chains. We're trash. Get out of here. Shieldsies, good morning. You're late, you're fine, you're fine. I hope your evening's been well. Uh-oh, got stuck. Z-Wall Infinite. True, true. Someone got the cube and solved it, but no doors. Oh, he found it. I didn't crouch in time. Damn. 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 Oh, are you leaving with it? should leave. You should leave with it, Dwight. Go, go. Wah. Oh. This Dwight's insane. Not bad, not bad. The only thing that would have made that game better is if I got that crouch in time, because I forgot. Okay, okay, little queen action. That was fun. Yeah, not bad, not bad. Showing off, Skater Boy. I see, I see. Just a little bit. I feel like I should just, like, open up another Twitch stream and just throw it up during lobbies, you know? Dual content. We do a little bit of mooching. Just leech off of someone real quick, no big deal. Skater boy, thank you for the bits, buddy. Save your money, okay? I don't want to let you down this game. What if we get obliterated, you know? Then you're gonna have to take it all back. Watch someone else's content. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, you know? Scrolling through my follower list here, you know, there's a couple people, right? We could throw up some Amaranth, okay, right? Send more money. Thank you, Skater Boy. I appreciate you. I think I disabled my alerts like forever ago, and I'm so lazy that I just never turned them back on. A few months ago, there was like a lot of raid stuff going on, like hate raid stuff, and I like removed a lot of stuff and just haven't missed it, you know? Claude outfit nice, you like? Okay, okay, it's a little fancy. We try, we try. Kite, have you seen my Nia? Check out my Nia. How spicy is she? Sheesh, you know what I'm saying? Sheesh, right? Am I right? Sheesh. I think you'd be embarrassed of my Yunjin. She's probably, yeah, she's pretty lame. Music is her passion. Yeah. You just puked? Is it that bad? I'm sorry. We do not buy a whole lot of cosmetics for our survivors here. We do max our battle passes at least. We haven't missed one yet, so we've got some stuff to work with. But when that new stuff drops, you know, I'm not usually one of the ones dropping 15 bucks on a new skin out here, but we try, we try. Good morning, Jazz. Hello, hello. We talking spicy? I figured that'd get you out of here. I've been trying to lure you into here, you know. Imagine not buying clothes for fictional figures. That's what I'm saying. I'd rather buy unclothes. You know what I'm saying? Sure. The Fortnite battle passes. True, true. Whoa, whoa. You're right. You're right. This is a PG stream, family friendly. Careful of Jazz. Jazz might whip out the Stevie emotes. True, true. What should I taste today? Okay, okay. You guys should have seen the X-rated versions that were turned down. All those bonky emotes, hell yeah. I'm ready, I'm ready. Another twins? You're joking. I'll be honest, I don't despise twins, like all that, like it's whatever. but I feel like they're so rare, and to have 2 in one night just sounds crazy. If I had head on... Oh, wait. I don't know why. I was more so surprised that I could get in the locker without being there. And now we're in her body. She should spawn right here. Victor just died. Why is she not going back to her body when Victor's dead? Oh, he's pouncing. He's not kicked. We're stupid. Imagine recording the sounds for this killer. Just You're the voice actor for Charlotte? Okay, okay. Drop those raw files in my DMs, Kide. Let me hear them. You switch back to her now, right? You switch back to her now? You switch back to her now, right? No way Victor's been alive this long and no one's kicked him. He's not even pouncing? He's just, what, running around? Oh. Oh, not AFK, but he was just sitting there. Kick him, kick him. I'm going to the Charlotte. Give him a good old size 8 to the face. Will you kick him already? Is she playing or not? That's what I'm saying. I have no idea. Oh, shit. Fine. I'll do it myself. She's crazy! How'd she know? This is bullshit! Yeah, kill Queen. Get her. Her noises are relaxing. Okay, Kite, okay. Your noises, right, right, right. Just patting yourself on the back, you know? Gotta give yourself credit when you can. Are you running away from us? What's going on, man? I understand learning, but like to use your power a total of 3 times, you know? Spend the whole game in victor form. Oh shit. She switched back. Oh, it rubber bands me to the other locker. Can I get in this other one? Damn. She's like perfectly blocking this. Oh wait, maybe if we... There we go. Can we get a little... Nom 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 nom. Delicioso. Oh shit. Oh shit. My bad. Yeah, get her, queen. Okay. Okay, I made it weird. Good. I'm gonna make it weird. What up, YouTube? It's your boy, Weird Weirditles. Bow. Oh. Oh shit, my alert went off? No, no, no. She has the stuff. Maybe. Nah, she don't have it. Genitals, yeah. Yeah, or some people say Zed. What's going on here? You're gonna kick him? Okay, I see, I see. Is she still behind the counter? This has to be something, right? We're memeing here. This has to be some sort of joke, right? Like, she's the teacher, Victor's the little student, right? Maybe we're gonna go do like a class in front of the little chalkboard. Color, we paint our little pretty pictures. Alright, that's the bell. Class is over.
The bell doesn't dismiss you. I dismiss you.
Legit pulled 3 Legos from 5 Sacreds? What? Oh, and you got that 10 times? Let's go. I don't even remember who the 10 times is right now. It is 2 times on top of a 10 times, right? So that's pretty solid. But sheesh, 3 out of 5. Counts Gentoro from earlier this week. Okay, fair, fair. Gentoro Dracomorph and then the new dwarf. Fancy, very fancy. Are you going to use any of them, you think? Like, do you have any plans for them? Oh, it was me who burned that offering. I didn't even realize. I'm really running left behind on this build? What? I think this is literally the worst perk in the game now for me. Like, you see the aura of Hatch within 32 meters, but like, you almost hear Hatch at that range. Not quite, but Hatch spawning is so finicky now. It's to have a whole perk for it is so weird. You're gonna use the new dwarf for sure. Your arbiter has like 400 resistance. God damn. God damn. With the 50% buff, that's like 600 resistance. Holy shit. And then, yeah, doesn't the dwarf have a passive or something where it's like something blah 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 on anyone who has lower resistance than you, and then it has like the increased resistance buff? That's fucking awesome. I feel like that synergizes so well. What does it do again? I forget already. I'm a trash can. Oh, reduce damage if it's higher. Okay, yeah, that's great, because that's like technically different than like the reduced damage from being invisible, or like reduced damage like ally, whatever you call that shit, protection. You're heading out, skater. Enjoy the rest of your evening, bud. Take care of yourself. Thanks for hanging out. Use Dracomorphe's too good not to use? Absolutely, absolutely. Thinking of building out Dupe Gentoro for Doom Tower? I see, I see. I did, I put Ray, and then I built out those 2 Cold Hearts. And then I did Manaya for some healsies, and then Geomancer, and that's my new, dragon team. So I got my dragon runs down to 3 minutes, which is kind of neat. Well, sometimes 4, because sometimes one of the Cold Hearts dies, but what can you do? It's still not terrible. Your extra one, for real. Manaya was my very first Lego too, and I wanted a Coronar ever since, and just never, I've been very unlucky. Especially for free to play, like I don't have a whole lot of resources to start with, so I've gotten unlucky on the little bit that I have, I think. But we've been playing long enough that we're getting in there a little bit now, finally. Actually got an okay spider team together. What Void Legos do I have? Can I bring it up? Oh, I have to launch it. I forgot I turned it off. Hopefully this doesn't fuck me up here. Let me try. Because I want to say 0, but I might have gotten 1. Having a good spider team is huge. It might take me. It does okay. It does okay sometimes. I don't know if I held my mic down. It might take me like 10 minutes, but it does okay. Let me see. Is this... Can I bring this up? Hello, game? Did that work? Hello, yeah. Okay, so I think my only Void Lego is Vizix. This one here. Which, as you know, she's a free one, so I haven't pulled a Void Lego ever yet, so, but we're getting there, a lot of these just have like random shit thrown on. I haven't actually started building people out just yet, except for like my arena team, which is kind of just recently changed up a little. But Ray and these 2 Cold Hearts are built out, which they're like not fantastic, but they're okay. 4,500 attack, 212, and then this one, about 4K, 192, a little low, but it's fine. Their accuracy is trash though. Our Ray is okay, 4,200, 260. Our Fushan's okay, 250, 45-ish. Like, we're just starting to get to the point to where we're alright. Oops, hang on. I want to put a Sabo box on. Do we have one? Good enough. Don't need attack for Cold Hearts? Man. Do I need the crit damage at least? Does the crit damage affect the Heartseeker? You just need crit damage. Okay. Well, fuck. I literally just put him in a bunch of attack gear, but it's whatever. I could stack a lot of crit damage on him. Only need 70% crit rate? Do they have increased crit rate on themselves? I didn't even pay attention. I was thinking about building out my Scylla the Drakes, and I think I only need 70% on her because she's just gonna be faction wars with the Fat Man, so Heartseeker has 30% crit rate on it. Dude, okay, so I fucked that up, and I did both of them. Whatever. Okay, so maybe I can stack it out to be like a ton of crit damage then. And just try and do like a Spider Nuki team. Have to have accuracy for turn meter decrease for sure, for sure. Working an hour, running on no sleep. Yoshi, I'm so sorry. That sucks. That's terrible. We're hiding in the corn dogs, someone would say. Very hidden. Literally cannot see me, actually invisible. Wait, am I wearing camo? I think I am. Very stealthy. That's why you look slightly at the ground? Yeah. Same, honestly. This is my favorite lantern because a piece of fog always sits on it. I forgot to put on self-care. That's what I was going to do. So we could take Medal of Man hits. Ooh, Dying Light, Thanatophobia, Plague. She's out here. She's got the old school build on. Worried about your drive home? I feel that. She got her power early. Show me that infectious. No infectious. We got cleansers. Fuck. Come on, I'm spamming space. Yeah, all that attack percent stuff I'm sure I'll use. Did she pop that or did that get zapped when I got hooked? I didn't pay attention. Or was it when I went down? Come on, BT stack. Fuck, dude. I wanted a stack there. Now we don't get either. Oh, so it is a little bit of pop, huh? Just a little bit of pop than that Dying Light. Damn. You did the same thing, feels bad, but also feels good. Because at least I know I'm not stupid. If Queen can cleanse nearby, we might be okay. Yeah. I mean, even after building them, even if I did it wrong, it feels pretty solid because I feel like they hit for like 500k, which is like awesome. But they die so soon, so I've been having Manaya in there to try and keep them alive. She thinks we're healing at the hook, missing skill checks. Let me get this last pull. Ding. Fuck. these pallets gone? I'm gone. Dude, we're dead as hell. Unless... Even for your tower, his A2 is HP, but his A1 is attack? That's tough. Yeah, I feel like my Armiger, I think, is attack and defense, and that was tough to build out, and I think I messed it up. Her power should end soon, TM. No BT. Garm, good morning, buddy. Hello, hello. Can we stay next to a BT hit? No. Oh, we should not have spun that. We're trash. Damn. Mostly good? Good. I'm glad to hear it. A boon? Holy shit, you're joking. And who is that? Is that Michaela? Michaela on the boon? Thought everything was okay. Garm's been in and out of the hospital for like a month now or more, right? Yeah, that part hurt his outpatient, yeah. Yeah, I think Garm has like an eggplant growing on his tonsils. I'm sorry. One day you'll get a save. I believe in you, Queen. Now I'm basically just throwing at this point. None of these pools were corrupted, so we're just wasting time. I think the goo ends off of that toolbox right before we pick it up, maybe. Unless, let's go 4 pools. They said it couldn't be done. What's urology to avoid going to the ER? Oh no. I see. was really hoping she'd pick up first. Oh no, this is the weird rock. Shadow Step, take the wheel. No! Fuck! What made us go to urology instead of the ER? Is it like some stupid insurance stuff? Was it one of those things where like one was covered and the other you'd have to pay? Like a copay bullshit? Watch the new Kingsman movie? Okay, okay. Is it fancy? I don't think I've heard of it. But hopefully it's not, hopefully you're not feeling too terrible, Carm. That sucks. I'm sorry, buddy. You like the other Kingsman movie? I don't know what that is. I feel like I'm left out now. I don't know what's this new hotness we're all talking about. No new symptoms, just reoccurring ones. I see, I see. Second Kings on the Elton John is hilarious. Eggsy? Who's Eggsy? Alright, you guys are gonna make me Google this. Super secret spy organization recruits unrefined but promising street kid. Okay, okay. Yeah, I can't say I've heard of any of them. It reminds me of that whatever that Steve Carell movie is. Damn, out here burning cattle tags. Disgusting. Our killer left. Oh, we forgot to put our flashlight back on. Feels bad. Maybe we can find a decent one. Is basement over here? Let's go, doctor. Oh no, I thought there would be a pallet there. We're trash. Oh god, his totem's here, we're dead. Damn. He took so long to go down to the basement that, like, I didn't know if he was coming down or not. We only jumped in the locker to dodge his big shock, and then we got stepped on. What even was in the chest? I don't even know if I got to see. Toolbox. Why did Feng continue to run down here? He whiffs. That sucks. We needed that BT hit. Blood favor, I didn't even realize. Fuck. Oh, good try, Queen. I don't even know if they're on the same gen. I think one of them is just on a generator behind the other. Yeah, they're on two separate generators. Oh, failed a skill check. Queen gets pulled out of a locker and we die. We're just dead. Did I need the BT hit? I feel like I kinda did. Maybe a little. I guess I did okay without it. That was my fault for getting found in basement. But then again, still, 10-15 minute queue times to die 3 minutes into the game is pretty tough. I think I probably head to bed, do some art stuff tomorrow, wrap up some stuff. Let me see who's around. Do we have any gamers on who are cool? go hang out with Drewless. He's on pretty late. He's usually on in the mornings, but he's cool. I appreciate you guys for hanging out. I hope you enjoy the rest of your nights. I guess the night's pretty close to over for most of us, but take care of yourselves. Have a good Sunday tomorrow. Sorry, for games? Nah, don't even worry about it. It'd be like that sometimes. It's not even that the games were bad, you know, it's just lobby queue times make it worse. Take care of yourselves, guys. I'll see y'all, honestly, tomorrow. I mean, when am I not around? Good night, y'all.